Duchess.pro and some other products that we have, but we'll talk about that later. Today, I want to talk about how to create blank books, and not just how to create blank books, how to create blank books and sell them on Amazon. You don't need technical skills, you don't need design skills. I'm going to show you that all in this tutorial today. If you stay to the end, I will give you some resources that you can use to help you start making more money online. So, briefly, we're here on this website. If you can look at it, it's called bookvaults.io. Now, as you can see here, it is a resource that'll help you develop books without any technical skills or how to. So we're going to show you today how to look up the keywords so you can make them the most and maximize the amount of money and search visibility for your book. We're going to show you some design aspects and some resources for that as well. So let's get started. Really quick, you're going to see Book Vault. They have pricing. The pricing is around per month. It's when you start it, it is free, so you have a 3-day trial. As you can see here, is $9.99 per month, and then you have some yearly prices. And as you can see, with the $19.99, you get more puzzle creation software, so you can create puzzles, and believe me, that you'll make a lot off of that by itself. And here, the newbie, if you're just starting, you can add to that, and you get 3 days. But if you wait to the end of this video, in the link below, you will see you'll see a coupon code to get 20% off your monthly price, and that would be every month. So let's go on to the next part. So we're going to log in, and I've already logged in. So when you're logged in, you are in front of a bunch of videos. They give you a bunch of videos for you to look at your own time to really learn how to use the Book Vaults platform. As you can see, you can look at keywords in itself. So in this tutorial, we're going to do daily planners. So we're going to look up planners, and just want to quickly show you what that is. So we're going to search. Well, maybe I'm going to put daily planners. Oops. So, if you look at the category itself, and this is the category finder, and this is very important, pay attention to that. We're not going to use juvenile nonfiction. These are the relevance in search, where you would put it in itself. But health and daily living, you would look at juvenile nonfiction. Seems like that's something that's looked at. Daily activities. So these are some categories that you want to look at. Christian health and daily living, maturity activities. What I would do, I would highlight, copy it, and then have a note where you can paste that, because we're going to use that later. I should have did the whole thing, so let's do the whole group in itself. So again, medium relevance, and this will all make sense to you as we continue to go on in this tutorial. So quickly, we want to go back. I want to come out of here, so I'm just going to X that out. I want to look up some keywords, and I want to search. Let me just log in really quick, and they'll bring you up with a bunch of stuff. Okay, so let me go back into keywords, my search. And again, we're doing daily planners. All right, so you know what? Let's just do planners. Let's make it very general so we can get an idea of what we're looking at. So, competition is pretty high for just the keyword planner itself. However, you can see it's searched many times on Google, Amazon, and look, $1.32. Here's low planner 4. And here's some other keywords that we can look like a happy planner, low competition. You would look at stuff like that. So I also want to look at, I want to do KDP Spy. And you can see here you can log on to your, you can put it on your Chrome web store, how to look and see how much a book is making. With that, they give you a lot of resources to look at, specifically what you're trying to work at and what you're looking at. So again, you got some keywords, you have some categories. Didn't mean to click on that. Products, let's look at products itself. And this is the main group. I just showed you just different ones, but if you are just starting and you just want to cut through and do something quickly, this is where you want to do. You want to go to planner or planners. So the keyword itself, and this is where it gets very interesting. Look at the keyword count. So excuse me. So we're in October, so Christmas time is coming. This was publicated at this time. Pay attention to all of that. Let's show the description. 6 by 9 inch organizer, perfect for holiday, stressful planners, calendar, week to-do list, all of those things. But I want you to pay attention to one, look at the price, $6.99. So if you can look here, if you can pay attention here, the estimated sales per month is 242. So if you think about it, if the person is selling 242 sales per month at $6.99, that's $1,691.58. However, you got to think of the price that Amazon will take out. So they're making roughly around $900, a little bit more. So if you read the description, it tells you everything. Look at the keywords, planner, and these are very important. Again, we're going to go to this list here and write down some of the keywords that we see in front of us, monthly to use, but I'm going to use daily because that's what we're working on, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Daily pages. Christmas looks like it's coming up. Calendar, tracker, planning, weekly, yearly, notes. I would use that word. And these are searches that people will look for, and this will help you make the money that you want to make per month for this by your categories. And usually Amazon will go through approximately a lot of things. So the next thing we want to do, we got all of the information. We can even scroll down and look at other books. Planners here, 217. This is a monthly planner. And let's see, 24, and it tells you in the beginning, student nurse planner. Sometimes specifically figuring out who you want to write this book for. 24 month diary planner organizer category. and it mentions it here, publication. As you can see, it tells you December, 65 pages, 24-month calendar, perfectly sized, 8.5 by a unique cover design, blah blah blah. They're making a good amount of money. 21, 22 monthly planner. And then you have YouTube content planner, which is very, very interesting. That is something I've never really seen. So if you look at it, you have 211 sales per month at $19.95. So they're roughly making $42,009.45 per month. The rating is pretty high. Let's see some of the wording that they're saying. The happy planner, daily planner, they're using that sequence. So I really want to use that. This particular phrase. And if you pay attention to it, they'll tell you the average sales, the lowest price is $3.60, the highest is $34.99, and the average is around that $8.67. So pay attention. I'm going to put this in here. All right, now that we understand how to look at stuff and write down the keywords, let's go ahead and start to design. So we're going to go and click on this little icon next to your name. And as you can see, it'll tell you subscription, but you want to go to Book Bulk Designer. And I'm already logged in. So when you log in with your credentials that you created when you signed up, you will be connected here. Now, the first thing you want to understand is your cover. Your cover has the front and back cover, front cover, and there's a spine to hold all of the images. You got to understand what size you want the book to be. So we're working on the cover, and the trim size would be, for us, it's going to be the 8.5 by 11. So we're going to click on there. White paper interior. There's other color, cream color paper. And this is very, very important. Make sure you're very close to the amount of pages that you want to be included in this book. So I did a daily planner, so I did something like 365 pages. But I'm a give and take because I have a cover, I have a insert page, and understand that Amazon will automatically put in a blank page. So I'm going to say this book is around 367 pages. So 365 pages plus a front and back end. So we're going to submit that, and it's going to take a couple of minutes to generate the template. So this is the fun stuff, designing. So I've always hear people, well, I don't have the technical skills. I don't use Adobe products. I don't use, well, look here. This will create everything that you need here, like totally. So we can start off with your products, product color. This is, if you remember, when you look at a book, the right-hand side is the front and the left is the back. This is the spine with the title of the book here. So as you can see, there's some patterns that you can put up, some colors. Look, if you just want to do just a purple cover book, and you can go ahead and create your text, and they have some text here that you can use, as you can see here, and it'll help you with the size and all of that good stuff. But I'm going to teach you a little bit more, just a tad bit more. So images, as you can see here, I already have some images uploaded, some drawing things, some layers. You can layer the style of the book, specifically if you have some things that you want to have on the back of your book. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to go quickly through here. Now here we have some fonts here. You can load, but I have to be extra. So I have something called Digital Design Bundle. and it's all of the things that I want to use in one area. So I'm going to go into my design bundle, and yes, you can purchase these, everything that I'm using. And so I have premium fonts, and the premium fonts are just different scripts, and I have the images and everything that are there just to create, some type of design that I would like, that's unique and just really good. So I'm going to go and click on Curdy and see how that looks. Upload. And here it is right now. And so this is a script font. As you can see, you can shape it and move it any way you like. And you can change the color of it. I can make it underline. I can do patterns. I can do advanced layers. I can put in the colors, or if I know the hex color, I turned it white. Remember, we did this whole background. So I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to go to images. I like the color, but I want to go back to this daily bundle, design bundle, and I want something really unique. So I'm going to do a planner background. And yes, this is available, and I'm going to do something like this. And I'm going to open it. It's going to upload automatically here. So as you can see, and I just want you to pay attention to these areas. These are called the bleed areas. The bleed areas are areas which are cut off from your book to make it the 8.5 by 11. So it would probably be like 8.75 by 11.25. So what I like to do, I like to pull it out a little bit past the bleed area, cover some of those things here. I'm going to add another piece for this side. I'm going to delete all of these because these are after the fact. So I'm going to put another cover here, just like I'm just dragging and dropping. Very simple. Make it, look unique. Another thing, in the packet, in the design bundle packet, I have a daily planner group. This is everything that's included in this daily planner, almost similar to it, and you can actually go in and change it. I just realized this was blue, so I may want to change up the colors later, but for the sake of this, it's already created. I'm just going to go here. It don't look too bad even though it's blue. Maybe I'll find something closer to that blue inside of that digital design bundle. So I go into a planner bundle, and this looks pretty blue. There's another blue. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's a different design. And you can actually turn or move it around. It's layered. All I have to do really is to delete it and move it around a little bit, make it fit some, make it look, interesting. Something closer and to this color. The thing that I like, it'll give you a pattern of colors, but I'm not really caring that it's like that. So I was just letting you know. I'm actually going to go back to this color, and I'm good. Now, if I wanted to write more things on here, and I don't want to use the big fonts, I can use a regular font, and I can type in a whole bunch of stuff by double clicking, typing in what I want to use. So as you can see, I can type more stuff. And this is pretty much situational to how you want your book to look and what you want to put in there. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to go here, and I'm just going to say on here, I'm just pulling out different fonts so you can see it. Daily planner, goal tracker. And that's just something I put for example. I mean, you can change it at any point that you want to. Okay, so the reason why I wrote this like here, because I want to take, whoops, I'm gonna put that back there. I want to take this and turn it around to fit the spine. Now I can make this by dragging, clicking and dragging, making it smaller, even putting, you know, designs or anything on there. So let's move this over. Yeah, there we go. All right, looks better, looks good. So now, as you can see, there was no design aspect. You didn't have to use Photoshop or anything else like that, even though you can do that, and I have done that. And so now I have a cover, a spine, and the back. And even you can put your little picture here, or if you want to do something or some pictures. Daily planner and tracking goal, your spine is done. All of those things are done. So if you are happy with what you have here, the next thing you want to do is click on download. So what's going to happen, it is going to prepare the documentation to be prepared to upload it to Amazon Book Found. So it tells me it is ready, and it turns it automatically into a PDF. As you can see, it's already done. We're going to click this download button. I'm going to download it on my desktop. You're seeing it live how we're doing it. Then I'm going to go back to the tracker, and then we're going to click on interior. Now, if you play for the interior pro, you would go into the other portion. At this point in time, you have now more here. So I want bleed, and I want to go to 11.5. See, BookBolts will give you free, they'll give you a bunch of free templates to do what you need to do. So you don't really have to create it. You can buy them. They're all over templates, or you can do it for free and customize them all you want. Now you can see we did 8.5 by 11. Now the page count, remember we did, I think it was 367. And you can click on any of the group that you want. Monthly to-do list, remember we had that information. These are more of, if you are in the pro, you can click on these things. Organizers, we want to change the size. I see that it flipped over to this size. Let me make sure we're at the right size. Okay, good. Okay, so just regular, I mean anything that you're into, birthday trackers and daily day planners and day planners too, and here's some day planners. So I'm going to click on this one, and you can peruse and see what's available. I mean, there's a whole bunch. So this is pretty plain, and then I'm going to click download. Now I see that it's still 5.5, so I have the wrong one. So I'm literally going to go back and click on 8.5 by 11 and see what happens. So what I want to do, I want to come out of here because it's not updating. So I'm going to come out of this, and I'm going to go back into interior again, and I'm going to switch up to the 11.5, and then I want to do 367, and I want to click on the one that we did here. we go. Okay, so I guess it's on a timer. Yep, it's on a timer. So 367. I'm gonna scroll down. Yeah, it's giving me more. Nope. I need 8.5 by 11. Okay. Making sure it's not going back to some of the other stuff. But even so, the generator is here. Let's see if it gave me the right size. There it is. Gave me the right size. You can tell always by looking here, 8.5 by 11, and it gave me the page, and it's bleed in there. So it has that extra couple of inches. Follow-up reminders. You can see here it has this 367. I'm going to click download because we are ready to go. Look, this is very nice. This is nice. You can customize it. You can do a couple of things. So once that's done, we're going to go through the next process of it. And I'm literally downloading it. We're going to actually log into, and you can click on KD Press, and I'm going to switch over because I'm already logged in. So once you log in and they ask you to fill out all of this paperwork for, well, not paperwork, but online for your income that you want to make from there. And once you're finished that, you will get to this page here, which is the bookshelf. Now, the Kindle ebook, if you wanted to turn it into an ebook, but you would have to make it in printable, which you can. And that's another lesson that we'll talk about at the end of this video. So we're in another part. So next thing, we can look at paperback. Now these are the physical printed versions of it. And yes, Amazon does it now. And all you do is input all of the resources that we have available that just happen. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to click on, it's a paperback. And they will take you to this page and the details. So remember, I put in daily planner goal tracker. So whatever your title is, and if you had a subtitle, you would put it there. Your author. Okay, so you have my name in. Next thing you want to put in is your description, and this is what people will read when they come here, a blank. And I would put as much details as possible. 8 by 11. Whoop. I'm gonna put N. I'm gonna put A blank. 8.5 by 11 blank sheets. I mean, whatever, however you want to name it. I'm gonna put your here. Okay. All right. So that's really quick. Could be more. You own the copyright because it is. Remember, in the beginning, we did those keywords. So we're going to go back to those keywords, which was planner. And we can insert them. And here, I'm just going to do, one. The category, remember, we went into the category of where they were putting those books. And they were putting in juvenile nonfiction. I don't know what that is, but okay. So we're going to go into juvenile nonfiction. And they told us to go to healthy living because that's where people are looking. Healthy and daily living, daily activities, and we're done. And you can put it in large print. Is this book or inappropriate for children? No, it's not. It's pretty clean. Save and continue. So it'll ask you to assign a KD Press, a ISBN, or use your own. I would suggest use a free one. And now it's an assigned ISBN. As you can see, you can keep trackers and you can add it into the Library of Congress, but that's a whole nother lesson. So it'll ask me black and white interior with cream paper. No. Black and white interior with white paper. No. Standard color interior with white paper. Yes. Our pages, and it'll show you what it'll look like. So we're going to standard. Ours is black and white, but for many of you, you don't need that. So it's telling the trim size. Remember, the trim size we used was 8.5 by 11. That's the standard. Bleed PDF, because we're using a PDF. If you want your book to be matte, which means it's just, regular and glossy when you want it to be shiny. So it's going to ask you to upload your manuscript. That is that large sheet that we download, the organizer. That's this here. And you want to upload it. The manuscript itself. Save successfully, but it won't do anything. I mean, if you wanted to do a book cover here, you could, but we already did it. PDF ready, your cover, PDF ready already. Remember when we did that design? It's already done. Literally, people, this is it. As I do a lot of workshops, one of the main things that are said to me is, you gotta be kidding me. That's it. You gotta be kidding me. So now that I have both things together and they're checking it. So the next thing they want you to do is to log into preview, and sometimes this can take a while. So sometimes you can just set it and forget it and come back to it. But at this point in time, we're just going to just let that upload and visualize itself, and then we'll go from there. See, everything is in place. You can look at the previewer. This is you can download the proof, actually, authored by myself, and there's no issues on here. It'll tell you place check. You can see what the barcode is going through. You can actually click through to see what the pages will look like. As you can recall, here's the blank page we talked about. And as you can see, it fits perfectly within the dimension, every page. So you're good to go. The next thing, you can see a thumbnail view of each page, how that looks. So the next thing it'll ask you is to exit if you wanted to do some updating to it, or something you wanted to change in it, or it'll give you an error and it'll tell you the error. So for this, we're going to click approve, because at this point in time, every page is the same page. Live publication date is optional. So once all of that is done, it'll tell you the summary of it and the cost of printing your book. Here you would continue on to save, because this is the part where you're going to price your book. So I tell people all the time, if you are doing something, you don't want to do the full pages of it, expanded rate, you would get your royalty. So the minimum, the max. So if I wouldn't say do like 365, because that's pretty thick and that's going to cost you a lot, and then you would have to charge a lot for it. I mean, this type of book you can, and it'll tell you your royalties out of the printing and the rate. You would get only $3.91 per book. So that's not a good option, but it is a good lesson. And if you are done, you would click on publish your paperback book. Now I wanted to go in and had some questions or you needed extended help, and like I said before, I was going to let you know all of the things, resources that we have available for it in terms of marketing and all of that great stuff. So one of the things that we talked about was the bundle, digital bundle that I have. You can actually purchase that on one of our sites, popshirtshop.com, which is expanding rapidly. Like it's just doing a whole lot. So as you can see, there's different prints to it. Remember the digital design bundle. If you click on it, you can see it has all of the things that we were working on, the resolution, what you can do with it, what you don't have to do with it, and the fonts, it's included in there as well. I know for a fact that it's included in there. And you want to, if you wanted to get more of the package, and that's $5, and you'll have all of these beautiful color covers, and you can look in and see which one you want. Another thing, you can go to our Etsy store where we design planners already. The particular cover that we showed there is here. So you get an opportunity to see our daily planner, and you have all the edible files, and you can change it out with any background that you want. So that's pretty cool. So you can change up so much. And we have the PDF, so you can do a test, and it's about $3.20 on Etsy in itself, and it is a great buy for it. And one of the things that we do offer, and which will be in the description, is we have a support group by the name, if we go to our website and you look it up, it is Duchess.pro. I am the person giving it, and I made this pretty simplistic, very basic, so you'll know what you're offering. We offer digital mentorship, tutorials, monetizing tips, and technical support, who I am, what we offer to help, and for you to join the group. And you will see a pop-up from Facebook, because we have so many followers and we've monetized so much. You will have the opportunity to ask questions throughout the month, and it's basically $4.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. You can view in-depth videos, or you can simply ask questions. And it doesn't have to necessarily mean questions of the particular video, but on your own personal project. And we lend that help. There's a group setting, and then there's individual setting that can help you out in your digital path. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Again, we will have all of the links that you need in our description, or you can come to our website. Thank you again. This is Duchess Robinson for Duchess.pro 8x10 Designs.